My name's Elio, and welcome back to the channel. Hope the videos are serving you guys well. But in today's character review video, we have Shuhei, who is a black tortoise. So let's go ahead and get right into his review. Alright, so we can see right here that Shuhei's specialty is a tank. He also does well, hopefully, with numbing and bleeding as his description. And this is just the SR version. I'm sure in the future that he will get another version, but we gotta check and see what this version of Shuhei is working with as the SR version. So we're gonna start off with his combo skill first. Lacerated Strike. It deals damage to a single enemy. It deals bleed damage to the target, which lasts for 2 rounds. Of course, we know that bleed scales off of the unit's attack, so maybe you already have an idea about the war souls for him. We're gonna focus on attack, hopefully, but overall, pretty average skill, nothing amazing. The skill damage on it is pretty average as well. I thought it was going to be lower, but apparently it is not. It's at 150, which is what I considered average, which is perfectly fine. And then Rage, he has Hido 11. I'm just not going to pronounce that because I'm going to slaughter it, but it deals damage to front row enemy. Is it just one enemy, or does it hit all enemies? It sounds like it only hits one enemy in the front row, which is a bit weird, but it has a 16% of paralyzing the target for 1 round. And that's pretty much it. I mean, if you get his weapon awakened, obviously it adds in a boost in damage, and then if the target is bleeding, self-reduction rate is increased. Self-damage reduction rate is increased for him. But if that's only one enemy in the front row, that's a bit of a weak rage skill in my opinion. But we got to see what his passive is, because for his third skill, he just has HP strengthen, which obviously raises his HP. And for his passive, release Kazushini. In this move, in his passive, when he is alive, increases all allies' defense in battle, and has a 75% chance of adding a bleed effect to the target when using rage skill. So it does apply bleed to the target, so that's nice to have. And is there anything else? Nah, the bonus defense is very, very small, extremely small, but it seems to be going up quite a decent amount. Even at level 4, it jumped up from what, 10 to 48, so maybe that flat defense boost could be very helpful. Unfortunately, with him being a single target, it's not necessarily a bad unit, especially as a black tortoise, because we do have other black tortoises that do AoE like Mayuri and those of that nature, but I wouldn't say that he's super bad. I mean, it's nice that just having him on the team, he can raise everyone's defense regardless if they're male or female or freaking Khan or anyone else, and it's nice that it does add bleed to what he has. So I would say overall he's okay. He's not bad, but he's okay in terms of skills. But next, let's go over here to War Souls real quick, and I will let the game do the talking for me. Alright, and right before we go over here and check out his talent, let's take a look at this heroic war soul as well. This one increases the attack by 4% for all defense specialty characters, and of course it doubles his HP, but once it's maxed out, he gets the 4% boost to all defense specialty characters, which in my opinion isn't bad at all. Like, even if you don't have any plans to use Shuhei and you're just going to enhance him until he gets to his orange war soul so he can unlock this heroic war soul, perfectly fine with me. That's something that I actually look forward to getting as soon as I can get him to 68 and get him enhanced and stuff in the future. But yeah, definitely not a bad war soul. So even if you have no plans of using him, I would at least try and get every character that you can in the game just to 68 and get their orange enhancement level, just for their heroic war soul, because that goes across your entire account and not just on that character. But for his talent, Lieutenant of Squad 9, the 2 Midas touches after your free ones cost 40% less soul jades. Nothing spectacular. Mine's obviously level 2, but I don't really use Midas touch. I mean, it's nice that it is going to cost less. The more Shuhei shards that you get, but it's nothing game breaking. It's just one of those things that's there. But let's go over here to the profile real quick. Overall, Shuhei is a, I would say, average Black Tortoise. There's nothing appealing or amazing about him. So it's really up to you if you want to fit him in on your team. I think at the moment I do plan to have him in my Extreme Challenge team, and obviously I will get him to 68 and get him enhanced up. But I mean, if you don't want to use him, at least get him enhanced up if you have the extra resources, and max out his War Soul and just take a look at his not his War Soul, but his Heroic War Soul, and just max out his talent if you can in the future. And that's pretty much it. But yep, that's Shuhei, you guys. I definitely hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave a comment below about who you guys like to see next, and of course I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.